Hey everyone, Sirturmund here again. And as the title and thumbnail imply, we finally stopped being lazy and finally made the final push to Masters. And this season, I made the final push with Gnar, Nidalee, Valley of Imitation, Big and Tycoon, however you want to talk about it. This deck all of a sudden has started performing really well on the ladder. Obviously, we have a lot of answers for like the Warning of the Tribes decks because we have access to Quicksands. We have a lot of denies that can help us deal with some of those like big Janna turns where they just stack a bunch of spells at once. And we can put a lot of pressure into any opponent, including those Janna players, because we can have all these overwhelms with Nidalees, and the Javelin Toss does exactly 4, which is enough to kill those Jannas if they're not leveled up yet. So this deck is doing really well into the current meta. So if you want to kind of counter the meta while also climbing, I recommend trying this deck out. So hope you enjoy our journey to Masters, and what this means is that tomorrow we can start playing more meme decks. So yeah, hope you stick around for that. If you liked this video, make sure to like the video below and subscribe to us. We post LOR videos every single day, and drop any deck recommendations that you have on the comments below, and looking through all the recommendations before we decide what to do for the next few days. So hope you enjoy the games. In this match, we're going against Lurk. We do have a lot of early units, right, that can allow me to trade into the opponent. We don't get those early units. I do like the pie toss though, because if the opponent plays something here with 1 health, they're gonna get punished. So they cannot play the Fearsome, and they cannot play the Cultist card, right? They have to play their 1-2 health unit. They only mulligan 1 card, so wow. What are you throwing at us? Excuse me? Excuse me? You mulligan a single card, you attack on odds, and you don't have a 1-drop? You mulligan a single card, you attack on odds, and you don't have a 1-drop. That, like, attacking on odds and a 1-drop is the best play that Lurk has. If you didn't have a 1-drop, you're supposed to always mulligan for that. I'm so shocked. I'm so shocked. So because we have this prow, by the way, I kind of feel I kind of feel okay like doing this plays, because the prow will allow me to get some nice back. I'll be able to save my unit, right, against mostly everything that the opponent has. I cannot believe this. I cannot believe this. I think this game just kind of, and they don't have the snapshot on turn 2 either, so like this game just took completely a separate path than I expected. Completely different than I expected. I kind of want to greed it out. I kind of want to greed it out and have the shift Nakotak before we play this Nidalee. Because we have the prow, I guess the only punish here is if the opponent actually gets the Rexa on the top. So if they get the Rexa on the top, even with the prow, I will be losing our my Nidalee, right? If the opponent has exactly the 3-drop. So if the opponent has to have 2 things happen. Has to be the 3-drop. I guess 3 things. Has to be the 3-drop coming down as a 2/3. This step number 1. Has to be Rexa on the top, and they have to challenge the Nidalee with the collar and not the hammer snout. I'm willing to play around all those 3 things being true. They didn't do it correctly. They didn't have the Rexa anyways. So we just go here. And now we can go for this all-terrain trooper. Right, so we can go for this all-terrain trooper. I guess if it is a pike, the pike will only be at 2 HP. So we can go like this. Go here. And have this all-terrain trooper to pull anything that the opponent plays. If they have a snapjaw, I might just block with the Chief Nakotak to play around the opponent having a Ruthless Predator, right? I guess this could be the Rexa that they just put back into their hand. So that's the Snapjaw. Okay, so the opponent doesn't have I'm still blocking like this, all right? I'm still blocking like this. Just give them the cheap Nakotak. And then at this point, we're just gonna just put so much pressure into the opponent and just start taking all their health. I am down to just kill their Cersei. Yeah, so this is gonna die to the Pie Toss. So this dies to the Pie Toss. We have a fearsome blocker anyways. We don't have any other, like... My problem with this, unfortunately, I might have to keep this Quicksand open, right? So we may have to go Bristle Slug. Because if the opponent pulls with the Nidalee... Excuse me? Excuse me? So you just lose next turn. I don't care if you have Pike. Why not pull the Nidalee? Why not pull this Nidalee? Like, you're not able to beat this anymore, right? And I think opponent knows. Maybe they just rage quit on us at this point. So we're just gonna go ahead and do the open attack and just call it a day, right? What is with these Lurk players, man? What is with these Lurk players? They end up getting the... Unfortunately for them, they end up low rolling, or... I mean, again, it all started with the mulligan. If you didn't have a wonder, you had to mulligan all the way. But like, why rage quit, right? Why rage quit after misplaying? Yeah, I'm gonna just give them the wave. I'm gonna give them the wave in case that they're not, like, they're actually watching. I'm pretty sure they left anyways, but I'm just gonna give them the wave just in case. So, yeah, GG's. In this match, we're gonna get Gwen and Vayne. So, we have really no great way to deal with the landmark. I kind of like the Pie Toss. I kind of like this Pie Toss, but I feel like the rest of my hand is not great. As much as I like this Pie Toss, I think I want to look for like Nidalee, right? I want to look for Nidalee. The Battle Negation is not bad against like Cataclysm if we need to protect our Nidalee. These Hallunatis are weird because they don't really like. I guess the good thing about the Hallunatis, right? Especially with the Changelings, is that we're gonna have a lot of blockers. We're gonna have a lot of blockers for the opponent's cards. Opponent also hasn't really done anything yet. I think I'm gonna just go Chief Nakotak. Should I have passed there? This is a Soul Harvest, right? Like, maybe the play had to be to just pass there. Or play the Hallunatis instead. I'm gonna greed out this Nidalee. Because if the opponent goes for Soul Harvest again, they're gonna get punished, right? Yeah, so they get punished here anyways with the Quietus. So they're playing a really controlled version of Gwen Vayne. I didn't expect that. I did not expect that. So then we can go like this, attack for 5. Depending on what the opponent plays here, I might just go for half of the Hallunatis right now too. You have another... Okay, they don't have it. So this will let me almost level up my Nidalee. Unfortunately, we're...
We shall sing, dance, and forget our woes.
I have to pass, I think. Okay, so they go for the Gwen. How greedy is to go for this value limitation? So if we go Changelings into Hallunatis, and we can even go Pie Toss into their unit if we need to, that should still be okay. I guess we just pass. I'm gonna pass first. Okay, perfect. So this lets me go Changelings here. We're gonna level up this Nidalee. If the opponent has like a haste spike, they probably need to use it, and that's where the Pie Toss punishes that. That's why I kept the mana for Pie Toss and didn't go all in. Not only that, but it means that the opponent has one less blocker now too, by the way. Has one less blocker, and all my units just push so much damage into them. We don't have enough for Battle Negation plus the Hallunatis? No, we do. Why did I think I was 1 mana off? So yeah, this is just game here. Because this attack is literally like undefendable by the opponent. And whatever the opponent blocks, like whatever they do, we're gonna still get this javelin toss.
Say your prayers.
Like sure, I mean, you have to lose your Gwen. You have to lose your Gwen, and then you're gonna have to give me your Eternal Dancers, I guess. So they do have access here to get that Eternal Dancers. So they can go Eternal Dancers and potentially... Okay, so you still lose the Gwen to the Javelin. So you still lose the Gwen to the Javelin toss. I guess they can try to go... They can try to go for the Tumble. So they can Tumble here. Just push this damage. I think I'm fine with that. If they Tumble like this, I'm cool with this. If it's a Cataclysm, we deny it. Yeah, so since it's Cataclysm instead, I think we do deny it. And then we just pop the Javelin Toss on the Gwen. Now, they still have this Tumble for next turn. Glimpse? Okay, so they just used another 2 mana. By the way... Unfortunately, this does get cancelled. It doesn't have Overwhelm like the lasers. That would be kind of crazy, right? If they have a second Gwen, that's the only thing that scares me because of the Tumble and how much healing they have. But this Quicksand just changes things, right? So Quicksand... okay, so the Gwen goes to 6. With Quicksand, she'll go down to 2. And we can kill her. The Rekindle can die there, so Quicksand is fine. So we can go like this. We can go Hallunatis. Go Quicksand on the Gwen. And this is just game no matter what, right? Keep our Nidalee alive. Nidalee's gonna level up again once we play the Hallunatis. Let's play the Bristlehawk. Yeah, this is just game, right? Like, we play the Bristlehawk, and then when we get the transform with the Hallunatis, we get 2 more Hallunatis, which means that the Nidalee gets to 4. We open attack again with our full Boros 6, and I don't think opponent has anything there that can actually stop that. And we're so close. We're so close. I think we're like, what, like 2 LP away from Masters? Let me see. 2 LP away from Masters. So let's see how the next game goes. In this match, we're going against Teemo and Sejuani. So we do have Pie Toss for this Teemo, so that kind of helps us out. And of course, we get the Pie Toss right away. So we have the Nidalee, the Chief Nakotak. I think the Curious Changeling might be a little bit too greedy. Since we have Nidalee and Nakotak already, I want to see if I can find, like, I don't know, I guess like a Hallunatis would be good, right? So we can stop the Teemo here with the Pie Toss. Opponent ends up not having their Teemo. This Chief Nakotak and Nidalee combo is going to be pretty darn good for us. Ooh. That's unfortunate, my friend. That's a nice drop the bomb, though. But now you're going to get hit by 4 damage because of that. So we can go like this. Now, the question is, do I play around a second drop the bomb, or do I just say screw it and just or play the Nakotak? It's kind of greedy, right? It's kind of greedy. I guess I can just pass. I don't have to do it right now, right? I can play the Nakotak next turn. Opponent will not let me do it, I guess. Yeah, opponent's not gonna let me do it, so sure, we'll go ahead and take this Nidalee hit. I'm down to play this Pie Toss and just push 5 damage. Force the opponent to have their own Pie Toss if they want to stop this Nidalee from hitting face, right? So by doing it this way, opponent has to have their own Pie Toss. There's the Hallunatis. Otherwise, they go down to 11. They have a Wallop. Alright, so not a Pie Toss, but also not anything great. I guess I could have gone for the Bastaya and denied that, but I think I like getting greedy and trying to push that damage. We don't have Nidalee anymore, but we do still have access to this Hallunatis, right? And a couple other things that we can kind of get value from. So we can go like this. And I guess we'll just block. Force you to have that 1 cost spell again. This is, I don't know what they attack with this, because the bomb already trigger, right? The bomb already trigger. I guess that's why they attack. It's because they had the thing here, but like, I still don't think that that's correct. I still don't like the attack pattern, to be honest. I would love to have this Tycoon, right? Like, I think we can just read it out and go for the Tycoon play. I have to be worried about potential, like...
Nothing stops us. Not cold, not death.
I think I'm definitely gonna grid it out. I'm gonna definitely grid it out. The only punish here is gonna be the opponent having Sejuani. So that's not a Sejuani. Okay. So if we go here and we go Tycoon into the Benji, like the only downside is that the Benji Bastaya is not really the best unit for us to transform, right? So like it's not like it's a pretty crazy unit for us to have on the field. That's the only thing that sucks here. Like that is the only thing that sucks here. I like to do this here. Just force the opponent to have less blockers. We have enough to play another Jangelings here. And then go Tycoon.
This would be a good winter.
Ooh, okay, so by going that... Wait. So by going like this, opponent can actually kill this. And then the Tycoon... It makes the Tycoon a little bit more awkward. So then we just prowl then. We can just prowl here and just play Tycoon anyways. Just wait. I guess I can just wait, right? I can just wait it out. You have another pie toss combo. If I go Tycoon, all-terrain Trooper, Benji Bastaya, we just go like this. And now we have these big Tycoons here that just win us the game, right? Like, we don't even need this Benji Bastaya. And that's the game? What a way to finish it. What a way to finish it, to get to Masters with the Changelings and the Valley Imitation and the Tycoon combo. What a freaking way to reach Masters, huh? Oh my gosh. GG's. In this match, we're going against Teemo and Yuumi. So this is skip, right? So this is a skip deck, which means that I kind of like this quicksand. I like the quicksand so that we can block the skip, right? The value limitation is kind of cute, but I think I want to see if I get like the Nidalee or something else. Okay, the Altering Trooper also allows me to kind of pull the skip away if I need to. We can go... So yeah, so we can go like this. We can go All-Terrain Trooper. We have Pythos for Teemo. We have the Ambush for the skip. Alright, I'm okay with this. I'll let you have it. It's just a little All-Terrain Trooper. So that means that you shouldn't have, like, even if you play Yuumi here, I'm okay with the Yuumi if it's not into an elusive, right? So I'm completely fine with the Yuumi into something that's not an elusive. The only annoying part here... Alright. The only annoying part here is the fact that this guy's in the way, so they could actually eat up the All-Terrain Trooper value. They're actually gonna prank that. So they're actually gonna prank that and hit the pie toss, right? The battle negation makes no sense. I'm surprised, because I always feel like it's better to have the pranks for your thing, right? Okay. Let's pass. Skip? They get the quicksand. God damn it. That's exactly what I wanted to hit, right? So here we can go here. That way the skip is going to be vulnerable for the rest of the game, right? And we can challenge the skip and get our quicksand back. So this allows me to challenge this the skip later, right? We'll give you the pie toss. I don't want you to discount stuff. If you want to buff this up with your... Sure. All those mystic shots not going phase are okay with me, by the way. Like, those mystic shots not going phase, it's a little bit annoying, but it's not impossible. Because the opponent wants to burn us out, right? So the opponent wants to burn us out. I'm gonna let them hit the Brewer's Slug. It doesn't matter to me. They're just gonna hit the pastry. If I can get this quicksand back... So if I can get this quicksand back, I should have a good position. We haven't gotten the greatest transform units, unfortunately for us. So the way that we want to do this, we want to attack this with the Bristle Slug, right? So we want to attack this here. I guess honestly we can also go like this right now. We want to attack this with the 3 health units so the opponent has to go blowback if they want to kill this, right? So this way we know that if they go for a blowback, we're still in a decent spot, right? Because we can just Rider Negation the blowback. So between Rider Negation and between us getting the quicksand for the elusives, I think we're in a good spot. I want them to block here. I'm okay with that. So I want them to block here so that we can have the Altering Trooper hit one of their cheaper cards later on, right? It's a little bit annoying that we haven't gotten any of our big transform stuff. Like if we get a Tycoon here, that would be nice. Hallunatis is also nice. It's a lot of damage. So yeah, so we can quicksand. All that we're gonna take here is gonna be 2 damage. We're gonna take 2 damage. I guess we can pass first. Like, opponents should be attacking here. They go for the Yuumi. Alright, so they go for the Yuumi. Let's go all-terrain. And let's go like this. So we can kill this Kelp Maidens with the 4 health unit, with the 4 power unit. Let's show them everything. Let's show them everything. We have the Rider Negation for the burn. We have quite a bit of value here. I want to show them everything because I just want to use the mana this time. In case of the opponent passes here, because they know I have the quicksand, right? They know I have the quicksand, so they just pass here, because it makes sense. We still have this Rider Negation. We get another Hallunatis, which is not gonna do much for us. If we attack with everything, guess we can go like this. Let's give them the Chief Nakotak. I think that's fine. I guess we can attack here. We can attack. We can pull the Nakotak here. We have this Rider Negation for the burn. This doesn't matter as long as we have the quicksand. You can kill the Nakotak, and that's fine. Because eventually you don't have to start blocking. Because this stuff is going to be a lot of damage. The less elusive you have, the more efficient this quicksand becomes. I guess the opponent might be waiting for another skip. So if they get a second skip and they pick the quicksand again, that would be where the problem happens, right? Yeah, you don't want to block that one because of the pastry. So maybe it's actually correct for us to keep this second Hallunatis back. Just so that we have the units that the opponent has to watch out for. So that we have an extra card in our hand for the skip. So I can't do much against skip, unfortunately. Of course. And they pick the quicksand. That's so frustrating. That's so frustrating. So that's 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so that's 7, 7, 8. We go down to 5. We have the Rider Negation for the burn, but if we don't have lethal next turn, we just lose the game. That's cute. That's cute. Okay. Are they picking the heal, right? They have to be like picking the heal here, right? Nothing else makes sense. Oh, this is gonna be so freaking good. Because they're gonna attack with skip as well. So we go here, and we go here. And I guess we just block here. And we just block here, get another quicksand. We leave the odd to adventurers alive. Yeah, we get another quicksand here. I should have actually it is a mistake because if the opponent has, yeah, I should have actually blocked. I don't know why I blocked with the 2/2. I should have blocked. I get punished here. If the opponent has the buff, I get punished. They end up going for the blowback right now. Is this the time for us to Radiant Negation this? This blowback is only dealing 2. I don't know that it is. I don't know that it is. I think I just keep this Radiant Negation in my hand for now. Yeah, I think I keep this Radiant Negation in my hand, in my hand right now. Well, attack for 8 here. Opponent has no way to block this. I should have waited for him to potentially get Nidalee or the Tycoon. Like, look at that. We can easily get something that we can play this turn. We can easily get something that we can play this turn, so I just go Tycoon first. And here we go, we got another Hallunatis. Imagine if we waited for the Tycoon, I guess we wouldn't have got... We ended up not getting punished, right? We ended up not getting punished anyways. We just go like this, and this should be game. I guess opponent can chump block, but this is a lot of units. You're still gonna take 8 damage at least. You're gonna take at least 8 damage. And we have Quicksand and Radiant Negation still in our hand. I guess if they get another skip, they get it to a good position, but like... I don't know. I think we should be in a decent spot here. Once we got that Tycoon into a second Hallunatis, it's exactly what we were waiting for. We have another Quicksand for the skips almost ruined our day, right? But the second Quicksand top deck completely saved us. Otherwise, those skips, getting rid of the Quicksand would have been enough for them to get to where they needed to be. We have these Radiant Negations, which allows us to just save our life. And we get a second Tycoon. We get a second Tycoon. Alright, we just pass here. There's no reason for me to play the second Tycoon just yet. I want to see what the opponent does first. High toss, okay, cool. Alright. So, we can just go second Tycoon here. A Benji Bastaya is not bad. Ultimate Trooper is probably better though. Yeah, the Ultimate Trooper is probably slightly better.
They will be civilized.
We have the Quicksands for the elusives. We have the Quicksand for the elusives, so opponent's not allowed to attack here. Right? Obviously, I'm not gonna play anything else. We can go all-terrain too. I guess we can just open attack, right? Why are we going all-terrain when we can just open attack? We have Radiant Negation to stop a blowback. And the blowback will require the opponent to lose all cards in their hand. So the open attack is lethal because the only way that the opponent stops us is blowback, and they know that we have Radiant Negation in our hand, right? So, GG's. In this match, we're going against Karma, Janna, and Sett. So this is a very annoying matchup. I like the Avenging Bastaya, but I think it's a little bit too early for it. I think I might have to just try to aggro them down with the Hallunatis. Right, so I think we want to kind of like aggro them down a little bit. We do have this Prowl, which is really nice. That way, if we get like a Nidalee here, we can just Prowl first. I'm gonna pass. I don't think I need to get greedy just yet.
I'm here.
Like, I don't think I need to play out. I still wanna see if I get the Nidalee first before we play out the Bristlehawk. We do get the Nidalee. So we can go Nidalee, and if the opponent wants to kill the Nidalee, they can kill the Nidalee. They still have enough for 3 mana. So Bristlehawk is 1, Hallunatis, It's 2, 3, 4, right? Okay. So we have this Vital Negation, which is also pretty nice. We might just go like this and just push 5. Opponent wants to play Janna this turn if they can. The problem with this Nidalee is that Nidalee is just gonna die to the opponent's Howling Gale. Especially because we tapped out of the Prowl to save her. We still have this Vital Negation value if necessary. Does it make sense? Okay, well, opponent tapped out, so we can definitely level up the Nidalee now with the Hallunatis, right? So we can level up this Nidalee with the Hallunatis, because it will give me the last 2 units that I need. Unfortunately, if we play Hallunatis here, okay, we can go Quicksand, I guess. We can go Quicksand. Let's go like this. Let's go like this. So let's go here. Right? Just transform it now in case that the opponent wants to pass. We have this Quicksand to save the Nidalee against the Sett. And then we can play a Benjin Bastaya and have exactly 3 mana, which is enough to save the Nidalee against any removal. So we can go a Benjin Bastaya and just deny the opponent's card. I guess they could have a Nopify. So this stops the stun or the tag out from being a problem. We can attack with everything because the opponent's Sett cannot even block us either. I don't care about losing the Hallunatis because I can just refill my board. Miriam, you're gonna refill your mana, right? Yeah, you're gonna refill your mana. We go like this. Keep this on the back as a way to deal with the opponent. We have Vital Negation and we have the Benjin Bastaya, right? So we have 2 ways to kind of slow down the opponent. We're gonna play now. If we're gonna play now, we're gonna play now afterwards.
Let's throw down.
Okay. I guess we don't need to play now right now. I don't wanna tap out of the Benjin Bastaya. If they give me I mean, we're gonna kill this Sett no matter what, right? So we're gonna kill the Sett no matter what. Opponent's trying to decide, okay, take the damage or not take the damage. They decide not to take the damage. We are kind of losing a lot of our units here, but I think I want to just, again, I want to just push this damage through, if possible. I think they want to play Janna, and what they're thinking is, if they block with this, if they don't block with the Sett, I'm forced to use this on the, I'm forced to use the thing on the Sett, right? Like if the opponent doesn't block with Sett, I'm forced to use the Javelin on the Sett. If they block with everything, I can opt not to use the Javelin anywhere. This, by the way, tells me that the opponent has access to Caustic Rift. Yeah, so notice how the opponent is going like this. So the opponent, what the opponent is telling me is like, hey, I have this Janna that I'm gonna play and kill you with. Right? Otherwise, not blocking with Sett didn't make any sense because you knew that Sett was gonna die here. If they tag out, so if they tag out, and we use the Benjin Bastaya, they could technically kill the Nidalee after. I have to go for it. I think I just have to go for it. If they want to kill Nidalee after, they can kill Nidalee after. I need to stop this. Yeah, like if you want to kill Nidalee here, or you have a second tag out, so they're just gonna Nopify. They're just gonna Nopify here. So they Nopify to save the Sett. That way they can attack with Sett next turn. The problem is that the Sett will die. So the Sett will still die. And we have another Quicksand anyways. So we can still save this Nidalee. And the Nidalee is really what we want to keep, right? The Nidalee is what we want to keep alive. Because she can put so much pressure into the opponent.
Hey, Meg, whip up anything special for tonight?
I call it pit grit. It's got cherries.
You have the coins, so you can get a lot of value with these coins. So we can go Gnar, Avenging Bastaya to try to get this Nidalee leveled up. Like we can go Avenging Bastaya first as a bush. Opponent might be concerned about the Tycoon. Because if I get Tycoon here into Pyrophant, that's going to be really tough for them to deal with. Okay. So they are concerned about the Tycoon. The problem here is that we can go like this. Into Gnar. I guess it's forcing me. I don't even have to get this like enabled just yet, right? They will be able to get the Sett level up this time. I can go Bristlehawk and Gnar, and that still levels up the Nidalee, right? If they go like this, we can go Avenging. Do you have another Nullify? If they do, we can just go Deny, right? And still play the Bristlehawk. I like the idea of having Deny open, so I think I'm going to go Bristlehawk first. And just have the Rally Negation open, because the opponent still has this coin, right? So I'm kind of concerned about the coin here. And obviously the opponent has the Sett, right?
Time to give them a show.
Let's go like this. Let's go ahead and get this. Let's go ahead and get this stuff, right? Let's go ahead and get the stuff that we need. I just want to push this damage. Opponent has some favorable blocks if they want to get it that way, but they also have potential of just dying to the Prowl into the Javelin. So here we can just Prowl and then Javelin and we win the game, right?
Something I said.
Okay, and now we just Prowl. We don't even need to. We don't even need to Javelin the opponent's units. So with 1 mana, you shouldn't have a way to stop this Prowl. Okay, now they go for it. We still win because the Javelin is dealing 4 to the Nexus. Unless you have a 1-drop, you can't survive this. Alright, so we just go Prowl, I guess over here, right?
Grab them by the scruff.
So we go Prowl over here, that's 14, and we get the game. A little bit close. This game was actually super close, right? It came literally to just me having those denies, so double Avenging Bastaya and the Rally Negation. Otherwise, opponent would have been able to survive. So, GG's. Hey, welcome back, everyone. Hope you enjoyed those games of Nidalee Gnar, Transform, Value Mutation, whatever you want to call the deck, right? Very powerful. You kind of see some of the cute combos here with your Hallunatis. And the Changelings allow you to have like a lot of units all at once. You saw the Value Mutation with the Changelings and Tycoons to actually get us to Master. I couldn't ask for a better way to get to Master. So I like this. That was just icing. That was just icing on the cake. Just getting these humongous Tycoons that the opponent couldn't do anything about. Really, really fun how that ended up working out. Overall, I can see why this deck is doing so well in the stats right now. There's a lot of pressure, right? There's a lot of pressure. If you're going against a slower style of deck, you can put a lot of pressure between your Nidalee and your Hallunatis, allowing you to both go tall and go wide and just be able to push, just be able to chip down the opponent's health and then be able to kill them, right? So that's one way that this deck does a lot of pressure. If you go more to the late game, you have access to Quicksand so that you can stop those big overwhelms that the opponent's Warden of the Tribes might have. And then if you get really to the late game, you can start having some fun combos with the Tycoon and the Value Mutation, allowing you to just have these big units that the opponent's gonna have a hard time dealing with. We didn't get to see Value Mutation a lot in this video, but at least we got to see it on the perfect game, so that you can see the power of that combined with the big game Tycoon. In my mulligan, I do want to look for this Nidalee though. So in my mulligans, I'm looking for Nidalee, Chief Nakotak, and Hallunatis. I think those are usually the quickest way. Like Hallunatis is so good because it puts a lot of pressure into the opponent, and it's the quick way to level up Nidalee. And then Chief Nakotak because it continuously makes the Nidalee bigger and bigger when she transforms, as well as making your other units also big and giving everything impact, allowing you to put pressure. So I think Nidalee, Hallunatis, and Chief Nakotak are the main things that I'm looking for. But a lot of your other cards are also not bad to get, right? The only things I really don't want to see early on are Valley of Imitation, Pyrophant, or the Tycoon, right? Like any of this stuff, I guess my Quicksand Renegation as well. Like I don't want to see my spells unless I have to deal with a 1-drop. So I don't want to see my spells or my big units or my landmark until later into the game. Everything else you could be fine with. But again, prioritize your Nidalee, your Nakotak, and your Hallunatis, because those are the cards that allow you to put a lot of pressure into the opponent. So yeah. Hope you enjoyed today's games. If you did, make sure to like the video below and subscribe to us. We post LOR videos every single day. You can also find us on Twitch at Teemo. We stream every now and then. And you can also find us on Discord and Twitter. The links to those are both in the description below. I'm going to go through all your recommendations over the next couple of days and see what decks we want to play and showcase in the channel over the next few days, over the next week. So hope you enjoy, and I'll see you all again tomorrow.